Good morning, everyone. This is Bob Icino from Path Trading Partners. Mike Arnold is here as always. AM Path Chat for April 4th. We had some data come out yesterday. That was pretty interesting in relation to the dollar strength that we're seeing. We had the U.S. ISM manufacturing figures for March. 57.2 versus 57.2 expected, which is not that big of a deal. Still a strong number, but as expected, versus 57.7 last. But the prices paid component was extremely high versus what was expected versus last. 70.5 versus an expectation of 66. And last was 57.7. So prices paid obviously leads to inflation. When manufacturing starts paying higher prices, they raise prices, consumers get prices raised to them, and so on. The Reserve Bank of Australia left rates the same as expected. In about an hour and 30 minutes, you've got Draghi speaking. We expect that to matter quite a bit. He's speaking in Frankfurt. There's two separate Draghi speeches in Frankfurt this week. Eurozone retail sales came out stronger than expected. That was about 3 hours ago. It was expected to be up 1%. This is year over year for February. It came out 1.8%. Last was 1.5%. That's something Mario Draghi might reference again at about 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. Also got U.S. factory orders for February expected to be out at up 0.9 today. That comes out at 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 Eastern, along with the U.S. durable goods for February. Let me turn it over to Mike to let you know what he's seeing on the charts. Mikey, it is all yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Bob. Euro US dollar traded down to this trend line we've referenced. It's been on the chart back since we got to draw this around the 9th of March. Tapped that, found some support there. If we get further euro weakness, meaning further down move, watch for a retest of the 106.35 level, then key 106.21. And if that's broken, we're looking at 106.08 to 105.97, and finally longer term 105.80. If we do get a rally back up, we're looking at resistance at 106.70 and then pretty key resistance 106.80. We have a rolling over 50, 106.85, and then we have a first cross rotation zone. This is going to be a very key level. Right around 107 to 107.03 is going to be substantial resistance. If we do get a bigger rally in there, then the next level, key level up is 107.33. Pound weakness moving down. This just does fit into our double pattern. Not going to put it on the target yet. We have to see how this unfolds, and it's not close. We need to close below the 123.76 before it triggers, but it does fit into our double pattern. On further pound weakness, 124.25, first level support, 124.13 to 124.06. This area we have a GAN cluster and a flat 50. Then below that we have 123.87. which is a significant level. And then we look for a retest of the base of this potential double top, 123.76. If we do get some pound strength and it rallies back, watch for 124.66. Then we have a wide range of resistance areas, all between 124.82 to 124.96. Everything in here and a hooking 8. So that's going to be your key resistance. Yen is actually strengthening versus the dollar. When the yen goes down, because it's the US dollar, Japanese yen, that means strength of the yen, weakness of the dollar against the yen. We broke this key trend line, watching for a retest of the defining point, which is talked about 110.10. If that is broken, then there's not much support or price projection levels down about to the 109.40 to 44 level. Then we have a rising but slightly flattening 200. 109.20 is going to be your next level. Rally back up, watch for a retest of this trend line area and the 110.64 to 110.78. If that does not hold and we get a stronger rally, 111.06 is going to be key. Swissy talked about the 10036 level, which we've seen has held now today and was near the highs yesterday. If we rally back up 10036, then 10045, then we have a trend line coming in at 10057. If we trade back down, watch for a retest of yesterday's lows, 10007, and then 99.92 right in here where you get the first cross. Really strong support in here if we trade lower. Aussie. Substantial weakness in the Aussie today. We just broke through the flat 200 and key GAN level 75.55. Continuing lower in the Aussie, we have some support right around 75.37, and then the next major support area is 75.23 to 75.28 right in here. If we do continue lower than that, we're looking at 75.07 right down around here, and then we have a significant levels at 74.93. On a rally back up, this 75.55 is going to be minor resistance, and then above that, next major level up is 75.88, significant level at 75.93. CAD, big move in the CAD. We've talked about this congestion area. We are finally out of it, and we've even gone through the defining point on our trend line, hitting our next key GAN level higher, 134.41. On a continued rally, we're watching for resistance right around the 134.60 to 134.65 area right in here. Above that, we're looking at 134.80. And then above that, we're looking at 135 to 135.06. If we do get a pullback, 134.41 is very minor support. And then we're looking for a possible pullback to the defining point at 134.14. If that does not hold, then 133.93 to 134 level is going to be very key. Finally, Mexican peso moving up so far today, back in the rotation zone. On a continued move up, watch for a retest of the 19.0065. Then we have the top of the rotation zone and a significant level coming in right around 19.0272 to 80. Very, very strong resistance there. If that is broken, 19.1282 is the next level higher. If it turns back down, watch for key support right around 18.80.80. And then if that is broken, watch for support at around 1871.23, and then a retest of this double trend line area, GAN level, and prior price action down here around the 1862.30 area. That's all we have for you. Back to you, Bob.
I don't really have anything to say. Thank you, Michael. Thanks for watching. We don't expect it to be an overly volatile day. We've got non-farm payrolls coming up at the end of the week, and the market is really pointed towards that. But we'll see if we get anything out of the White House. Cheers. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Path Chat.